Hello, this is Patrick O'Donnell with RevStream Marketing, and I have a question for you. Are you ready for your trade show? I mean, are you really ready? Fully prepared to capture all the leads possible and convert them into sales? In most every case, the answer is no. Business and marketing have changed, and for many, it's still challenging economic times. Dun & Bradstreet reported 81,616 businesses went out of business last year in the US alone. Plus, your customers are now like a moving target. They're mobile, they're on the go, they're on Facebook, they're tweeting, and they're texting as they go, and they no longer trust advertisements. Only 16% trust ads, while over 80% trust peer recommendations on social media. It's all about reputation and relationships now. So how are you going to capture their attention and communicate effectively with them to build a relationship so you can close the sale with this moving target customer of yours? If you're like most companies, you're not doing this effectively and you're losing sales. To address this issue and educate businesses, we've created a webinar on the 7 ways your company is losing sales. It's incredibly valuable, but I know many are pressed for time, so I want to share a few of the highlights right now to show you how to get 3 times the leads and 5 times the sales in less time. But before that, let's do a quick exercise. Let me ask you, how many new customers do you gain each year? Really, think about it and write it down. Now, how much are those customers worth to you? Again, it's just you take the time and write it down. So now, when following the steps that I'm about to share, companies have doubled or tripled their leads. And then on top of that, their conversion rates have been 3 times higher. So even if it weren't 5 to 9 times the sales, let's just say you were to double the sales. What would that really be worth to you? And what would it be worth to your family? That's why I feel like it's my obligation to share this with you. So the reasons most companies are losing sales at trade shows is that they are failing to capture leads and failing to communicate effectively with their list of subscribers. When at a trade show, most companies collect a stack of business cards, kind of like these, to later enter into their system or to maybe scan a badge that the attendees are wearing to get contact information. So you may follow up later, but over half the leads are not followed up with after the first contact, and as you know, most sales are made on or after the 5th contact. Plus, those that do follow up may send an email, but with open rates in some cases as low as 15 to 20%, and a recent report from Oracle showing 78% of consumers use 2 or more marketing channels when making a buying decision. If you are just using email or one marketing channel alone, you're losing sales. So, instead, what if you were on the trade show floor and you have a great giveaway that your moving target customer would love to have? Those at the trade show can simply pull out their cell phones and text in their name to be eligible to win the prize. They could also call on the phone, or scan a QR code, or fill out a web form that may be on your computer at the trade show booth. And this alone increases leads 2 to 3 times. But it gets better. What if you start the all-important communication and follow-up with these leads right away? Before you or your sales team have even left the trade show floor, the system is following up with personal messages to them via text message and email. You can use this to send text messages to those that are on the trade show floor to bring them back to the booth saying that you're doing your drawing now. Now, that sure would get attention from all the other attendees to your booth. You can use interactive text messaging to start a conversation with them, asking key questions and automatically populating your database with the answers. You can also use it to qualify your customers to find out who is ready to buy. You can follow up by email as well, maybe announce the winner of the contest by email and continue the conversation to build the relationship. Also, since you have their phone number, you can even send a voicemail message that arrives right in their voicemail inbox. So it's not one of those annoying calls that rings with a recorded message, but it goes straight to voicemail so it sounds like you called them personally. And you can follow up with educational webinars to provide even more value. You can set up the system so you can see who attended the webinar, who attended but left early, and who didn't attend, so you can follow up appropriately to each group. Now, does any of that sound like it would be of value to you? I certainly hope it is. And now for a bonus. What if I were to say all of this were integrated into one single system? The follow-up messages were automatic, so you or your sales team do not have to do anything, and you are automatically communicating with your prospects before you leave the trade show floor. And all of this can be set up for you, in most cases, within a day. Are you intrigued? Well then, I invite you to try out a demo to this system. There's no obligation, but when you try it, you will see how it works right now. Plus, I'll send details on our next webinar that goes deeper into strategies like these. All you have to do is text your name and email address to 404-586-4800. Also, when you enter your email, use the main email address you use for your social media profiles. You'll see why later. So again, to register by text, let's say your name is Bob and your email is bob@abc.com. All you need to do is send a text message to 404-586-4800, and the message you send would say, bob@abc.com. That's it. Pretty simple. And you'll be on your way to seeing the demo on how to get 3 times the leads and 5 times the sales in less time. So go ahead and send the text and make it an outstanding day.